received love letters in the holiday time of my beauty, and am I now a subject for them? Let me see. Ask me no reason why I love you. For though love you reason for his physician, he admits him not for his counsellor. You are not young, no more am I. Go to then, there's sympathy. You are merry, so am I. Then there's more sympathy. You love sack, and so do I. Would you desire better sympathy? Let it suffice thee, mistress page, at the least, if the love of soldier can suffice, that I love thee. I will not say pity me, 'tis not a soldier-like phrase, but I say love me. By me, thine O true knight, by day or night, or any kind of light, with all his might for thee to fight, John Falstaff. What is this? Oh, wicked world! One that is well nigh worn to pieces with age, to show himself a young gallant. What an unweighed behaviour hath this Flemish drunkard picked with the devil's name out of my conversation, that he dares in this manner assay me? Why, he hath not been thrice in my company. What shall I say to him? I was then frugal of my mirth. Heaven forgive me. Why, I'll exhibit a bill in the Parliament for the putting down of men. How shall I be revenged on him? For revenged I will be, as sure as his guts are made of puddings.
Mistress Page!
You look very ill.
Oh, Mistress Page, give me some counsel.
What's the matter, woman?
Oh, woman, if I were not for one trifling respect, I could such an honour.
Hang the trifle, woman. Take the honour. What is it? Dispense with trifles. What is it?
If I would but go to hell for an eternal moment or so, I could be knighted.
What? Thou liest. Sir Alice Ford, thou shouldst not alter the article of thy gentry.
We burn daylight. Hear, read, perceive how I might be knighted. I shall think worse of fat men as long as I have an eye to make a difference of men's liking. And yet he would not swear, praised woman's modesty, and gave such orderly and well-behaved reproof to all uncomeliness, that I would have sworn his disposition would have gone to the truth of his words. That they do no more adhere and keep place together than the 100th Psalm to the tune of Greensleeves. How shall I be revenged on him? I think the best way to entertain him with hope till the wicked fire of lust have melted his own grease. Did you ever hear the like?
Letter for letter. But that the name of Page and Ford differs. To thy great comfort in this mystery of ill opinions, here's the twin brother of thy letter. But let thine inherit first, for I protest, mine never shall. I warrant he hath 1,000 of these letters, writ with blank space for different names, and these are of the 2nd edition. He will print them, out of doubt, for he cares not what he puts into the press, when he would put us to.
Why, this is the very same, the very hand, the very words. What doth he think of us?
Nay, I know not. It makes me almost ready to wrangle with mine own honesty. I'll entertain myself like one that I'm not acquainted withal. For sure, unless he knows some strain in me that I not know myself, he would never have boarded me in this fury.
Boarding, call you it? I'll keep him above deck.
So will I, if he come under my hatches. I'll never to see again. Let's be revenged on him. Let's appoint him a meeting, give him a show of comfort in his suit, and lead him on with a fine baited delay, till he hath pawned his horses to mine host of the Garter.
Nay, I consent to any villainy against him that may not sully the chariness of our honesty. Oh, that my husband saw this letter. Oh, he would give eternal food to his jealousy.
Why, look, here he comes. And my good man too. He's as far from jealousy as I am from giving his cause. And that, I hope, is an unmeasurable distance.
You are the happier woman.
Let's consult together against this greasy knight. Come, hither.
Well, I hope it be not so.
Hope is a dog in some affairs. Sir John affects thy wife.
Why, sir? My wife is not young.
He woos both high and low, both rich and poor. But both young and old, one with another thought. Farewell. Take heed, have open eye. The thieves do foot by night.
I will be patient. I will find out this.
And this is true. I like not the humour of lying. He hath wronged me in some humours. I should have borne the humoured letter to her, but I have a sword and it shall bite upon my necessity. Oh, he loves your wife. There's the short and the long. My name is Corporal Nim. I speak and I avouch. 'Tis true. Yeah, my name is Nim, and Falstaff loves your wife. Adieu.
The humour of it, quoth he. Here's a fellow frights English out of his wits.
I will seek out Falstaff.
I never heard such a drawling, affecting rogue.
If I do find it, well...
I will not believe such a Cataian, though the priest of the town commended him for a true man.
'Twas a good, sensible fellow. Well...
How now, Meg?
Whither go you, George? Hark you.
How now, sweet Frank? Why art thou so melancholy?
I? Melancholy? I am not melancholy. Get you home.
Faith, thou hast crotchets in thy head. Now, will you go, Mistress Page?
Have with you. You'll come to dinner, George. Look, who comes yonder? She shall be our messenger to this paltry night. You are come to see my daughter Anne?
Aye, forsooth, and I pray, how does good Mistress Anne?
Go in with us and see. We have an hour's talk with you.
How now, Master Ford?
You have heard what this knave told me, did you not?
Yes, and you heard what the other told me?
Do you think there is truth in them?
I do not think the knight would offer it. But these that accuse him in this intent towards our wives are his discarded men, very rogues now they be out of service.
Were they his men?
Marry, were they?
I like it never the better for that. Does he lie at the Garter?
Aye, marry does he. If he should intend this voyage towards my wife, I would turn her loose on him, and what he gets more of her than sharp words, let it lie on my head.
I do not misdoubt my wife, but I would be loath to turn them together. A man may be too confident. I would have nothing lie on my head. I cannot be thus satisfied.
Ah, look where my ranting host of the Garter comes. There is either liquor in his pate or money in his purse when he looks so merrily. How now, mine host?
How now, bully rack? Thou art a gentleman. Justice, I say.
I follow, mine host, I follow. Good evening and 20, good Master Page. Will you go with us? We have sport in hand.
Tell him justice.
Sir, there is a fray to be fought between Sir Hugh, the Welsh priest, and Caius, the French doctor.
Good mine host of the Garter, a word with you.
Sayest thou, my bully rook?
Will you go with us to behold it? My merry host have had the measuring of their weapons, and I believe has appointed them contrary places. For believe me, I hear the parson is no jester. Hark, I will tell you what our sport shall be.
No suit against my knight.
None, I protest, but I give you a bottle of burnt sack to give me recourse to him and tell him my name is Brooke, only for a jest.
My hand, bully, thou shalt have egress and regress, said I well, and thy name shall be Brooke. It's a merry night. Will you go?
Have with you mine host.
I have heard the Frenchman hath good skill in his rapier.
Shall we wag?
Have with you. I would rather hear them scold than fight.
Though Page be a secure foal and stands so firmly on his wife's frailty, yet I cannot put off my opinion so easily. She was in his company at Page's house, and what they made there I know not. Well, I will look further into it, and I have a disguise to sound Falstaff. If I find her honest, I lose not my labour. If she be otherwise, 'tis labour well bestowed.
I will not lend thee a penny.
Why then the world's mine oyster, which I with sword will open.
Not a penny. I have grated upon my good friends for 3 reprieves for you and your coach fellow Nym. I am damned in hell for swearing to gentlemen, my friends, you were good soldiers and tall fellows, and when Mistress Bridget lost the handles of her fan, I took it upon my honour thou hadst it not.
Didst not thou share? Hast thou not 15 pence?
Hang no more about me. I am no gibbet for you. You not bear a letter for me, you rogue. You stand upon your honour. Why, thou unconfinable baseness? It is as much as I can do to keep the terms of my honour precise. You will not do it. You...
I do relent. What would thou more of man?
Sir, here's a woman would speak with you.
Better approach.
Give your worship good morrow.
Good morrow, good wife.
Not so, if it please your worship.
Good maid, then.
I'll be sworn, as my mother was the first hour I was born.
I do believe the swearer. What with me?
Shall I vouchsafe your worship a word or two?
2,000, fair woman, and I'll vouchsafe thee the hearing.
There is one Mistress Ford, sir. I pray, come a little nearer this way. I myself dwell with Dr. Caius.
Well on, Mistress Ford, you say?
Your worship says very true. I pray your worship, come a little nearer this way.
I warrant thee, nobody hears Mistress Ford. What of her?
Why, sir, she's a good creature. Lord, your worship's a wanton. Well, heaven forgive you and all of us, I pray.
Come, Mistress Ford.
Marry, this is the short and the long of it. You have brought her into such a canary as 'tis wonderful. The best courtier of them all, when the court lay at Windsor, could never have brought her to such a canary. Yet there has been knights and lords and gentlemen with their coaches, I warrant you, coach after coach, letter after letter, gift after gift that would have won any woman's heart, and I warrant you, they could never get an eye wink of her.
But what she says of me, be brief.
Marry, she hath received your letter, for the which she thanks you 1,000 times, and she gives you notice that her husband will be absent from his house between 10 and 11.
10 and 11.
Aye, forsooth. And then you may come and see the picture, she says, that you were of. Master Ford, her husband, will be from home. Alas, the sweet woman leads an ill life with him. He's a jealous man.
10 and 11. Woman, command me to her. I will not fail her.
Why, you say well. But I have another messenger to your worship. Mistress Page hath her hearty commendations to you too. And let me tell you in your ear, she's as virtuous, a civil, modest wife, and one, I tell you, that will not miss morning nor evening prayer, as any is in Windsor, who be the other. And she bade me tell your worship that her husband is seldom from home, but she hopes there will come a time. I never knew a woman so dote upon a man. Surely, I think you have charms.
Not I. I assure thee, setting the attractions of my good parts aside, I have no other charms. But, I pray thee, tell me this. Has Ford's wife and Page's wife acquainted each other of how they love me?
They have not so little grace, I hope, but Mistress Page would desire you to send her your page.
Why, I will.
Nay, but do so then. And look you, he may come and go between you both, that you may know one another's mind. And the boy never needs to understand anything, for 'tis not good that children should know any wickedness. Old folks, you know, have discretion, as they say, and know the world.
Fare thee well. Commend me to them both. There's my purse, and yet thy debtor. Boy, go along with this woman. This news detracts me.
This punk is one of Cupid's carriers. Clap on more sails. Pursue. Up with your fights. Give fire. She is my prize. Or ocean, well gnaw.
Sayest thou so, old Jack? Go thy ways. I'll make more of thy old body than I have done. Will they yet look after thee? Wilt thou, after the expense of so much money, be now gainer? Good body, I thank thee. Let them say 'tis grossly done, so it be fairly done, no matter.
Sir John, there's one Master Brooke below would fain speak with you, and he acquainted with you, and hath sent your worship a morning's draught of sack.
Brooke is his name?
Aye, sir.
Call him in. Why he waiteth outside of my door.
Such Brooks are welcome to me.
Hello, could you repeat that? Hello?
Bless you, sir.
And you, sir, would you speak with me?
I make bold to press with so little preparation upon you.
You're welcome. What's your will? Give us leave, drawer.
Sir, I am a gentleman that have spent much. My name is Brooke.
Good Master Brooke, I desire more acquaintance of you.
Oh, good Sir John, I sue for yours, not to charge you, for I must let you understand I think myself in better plight for a lender than you are. The which hath something emboldened me to this unseasoned intrusion, for they say, if money go before, all ways do lie open.
Money is a good soldier, sir, and will on.
Troth, and I have a bag of money here troubles me. If you will help me to bear it, Sir John, take all of it, or half, for easing me of the cash.
Sir, I know not how I may deserve to be your porter.
I will tell you, sir, if you will give me the hearing.
Speak, good Master Brooke. I shall be glad to be your servant.
Sir, I hear you are a scholar. I will be brief with you. And you have been a man long known to me, though I have never so good means as desire to make myself acquainted with you. I shall discover a thing or two, wherein I must very much lay open mine own imperfection. But, good Sir John, as you have one eye upon my follies, as you hear them unfold, turn another into the register of your own, that I may press with a good reproof the easier, since you yourself know how easy it is to be such an offender.
Very well, sir. Proceed.
There is a gentlewoman in this town. Her husband's name is Ford. I have long loved her, and I protest to you, bestowed much on her. I have pursued her as love hath pursued me, but whatsoever I have merited, either in my mind or in my means, I have received none.
Have you received no promise of satisfaction at her hands?
Never.
Have you importuned her to such purpose?
Never.
Of what quality was your love then?
Like a fair house built on another man's ground, so that I have lost my edifice by mistaking the place where I erected it.
To what purpose have you unfolded to this?
Sir John, here is the heart of my purpose. You are a gentleman of excellent breeding and admirable discourse, authentic in your place and person, generally allowed for your many warlike, courtlike, and learned preparations.
Sir.
Believe me, for you know it. There is money. Spend it. Spend all I have. Only give me so much of your time in exchange for it as to lay an amiable siege to the honesty of this Ford's wife. Use your art of wooing. Win her to consent to you. If any man may, you may as soon as any.
Would it apply well to the vehemency of your affection that I should, with what you would say, methinks you prescribe to yourself very preposterously?
Understand my drift. She dwells so securely on the excellency of her honour that the folly of my soul dares not present itself. She is too bright to be looked against. Now, could I come to her with any detection in my hand, my desires had instance and argument to commend themselves. I could drive her then from the ward of her purity, her reputation, her marriage vow, and 1,000 other defences, which now are too strongly embattled against me. What say you to it, Sir John?
Master Brooke, I will first make bold with your money. Next, give me your hand. And last, as I am a gentleman, you shalt, if you will, enjoy Ford's wife.
Oh, good sir.
I say you shall.
Want no money, Sir John. You shall want none.
Want no Mistress Ford, Master Brooke, you shall want none. I shall be with you. I shall be with her. I may tell you, by her own appointment, even as you came into me, her assistance or go-between partner with me. I shall say, with her between 10 and 11, and at that time the jealous rascally knave, her husband, will be forth. Come you to me at night, you shall know how I speak.
I am blessed in your acquaintance. Do you know Ford, sir?
Hang him, poor cuckoldy knave. I know him not, yet I wrong him to call him poor. They say the jealous knave hath masses of money, for the which his wife seems to me well favoured. I will use her as the key of the cuckoldy rogue's coffer.
I would you knew, Ford, sir, that you might avoid him if you saw him.
Hang him, mechanical salt butter rogue. I will stare him out of his wits. I will awe him with my cudgel. I shall hang o'er the cockle's horns. Master Brooke, thou shalt know I will predominate over the peasant, and thou shalt lie with his wife. Come to me soon, at night. Ford's a knave, and I will aggravate his style. Thou, Master Brooke, shalt know him for a knave and cuckold. Come to me soon, at night.
What a damned Epicurean rascal is this! My heart is ready to crack with impatience. Who says this is improvident jealousy? My wife has said to him, the hour is fixed, the match is made. Would any man have thought this? See, the hell of having a false woman. My bed shall be abused, my coffers ransacked, my reputation gnawed at, and I shall not only receive this villainous wrong, but stand under the adoption of abominable terms. and by him that does me this wrong. Page is an ass. He will trust his wife. He will not be jealous. I would rather trust Parson you, the watchman with my cheese, than my wife with herself. God be praised for my jealousy. 11 o'clock the hour. I will prevent this. Detect my wife, be revenged on Falstaff, and laugh at Page. I will about it. Better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late. Fie! Fie! Fie, cuckold! Ha ha!
Jacques Rugby?
Sir?
What is the clock, Jacques?
'Tis past the hour, sir, that Sir Hugh promised to meet.
By God, he saved his soul that he would not come. Jacques Rugby, is he dead already if he be come?
He is wise, sir. He knew your worship would kill him if he came.
Take your rapier, Jacques. I will tell you how to kill him.
Alas, sir, I cannot fence.
Villain, take your rapier.
Forbear, here's company.
Bless thee, bully doctor!
Save you, Master Dr. Caius.
Now, good Master Doctor.
Give you good morrow, sir.
What all you want to see for? Come for?
To see thee fight! Is he dead already?
He is a coward, Jack, priest of the world. He does not show his face. Pray you bear witness. Have we stayed 6 or 7 hours for him? And he has not come?
He is the wiser man, Master Doctor. He is a curer of souls, and you a curer of bodies. If you should fight, you go against the hair of your professions. Is that not true, Master Page?
Master Shallow, you yourself have been a great fighter, though now a man of peace.
Master Page, though I now be old and of the peace, if I see a sword out, my finger itches to make one. Though we are justices and doctors and churchmen, Master Page, we have some of the salt of our youth in us. We are the sons of women, Master Page.
It's true, Master Shallow.
It will be found so, Master Page. Master Dr. Caius, I am come to fetch you home. I am sworn of the peace. You have showed yourself a wise physician, and Sir Hugh has shown himself a wise and patient churchman. You must go with me, Master Doctor.
Pardon, Guest Justice. A word, Monsieur Mockwater.
Mockwater? What is that?
Mockwater in our English tongue is valour.
Then I have much mockwater as the Englishman, scurvy Jack Dog Priest.
He will make amends. I will provoke him to it.
I thank you for that.
But first, go through the town to Frogmore.
Sir Hugh is there, is he?
He is there. See what humour he is in, and I will bring the doctor about by the fields. Will it do well?
We will do it.
Adieu, good Master Doctor.
I will kill the priest, for he speak on Jacanepto and Page.
Let him die. Sheathe thy impatience. Pour cold water on thy collar. Go about the fields with me through Frogmore. I will bring thee where Mistress and pages at a farmhouse a feasting, and thou shalt woo her. Said I well?
'Tis good, well said.
Let us wag then.
Come at my heels. Is Jacques Rugby?